Coach, injuries are the great equalizer. They are not fair. You've had more than your fair share of injuries this year on the O-line. How tough is this one with Seth?
Yeah, tough. But like I've always said, I mean, nobody cares, and the game doesn't care, so you got to move on. And that's why, you do everything you can to make sure that you got somebody ready to roll. Carson Hinzman played a lot of football here. He's played in a lot of football. He's played 12 games for us. He's won 11 as a starter at center, and so those guys were great. Certainly we're upset with for Seth, and because he's done such a great job and had an impact here. But it's on to the next man, and I'm excited for Austin to get in there as well.
As you look at Seth, he's still hanging in there. He's gonna be a coach now, right?
Yeah, well, he's gonna be around the guys. I called him coach a long time ago. He has that effect on the guys. But I feel like once he has his surgery, it's going to take a little time to recover there. So it'll be hard. But up until then, he's going to be around the team, and then hopefully a little bit afterwards as well.
You talk about next man up. Adversity is a part of the game. Handling adversity. 2014, Ohio State won a national championship with the third string quarterback. Mm-hmm. Do you bring that up? No. This is injuries happen. It's just the way it goes, and you got to solve it. You got to get it fixed. Next man up. It's about the brotherhood, and that's how this game's played. You got to be able to respond when someone goes down, and it's a physical, violent game. Things like this happen, unfortunately. So, we have all the confidence in the world. These guys are going to do great. Do you see this team rallying now?
Yeah, I do. I felt like Wednesday was a great practice. Guys who had a lot of energy. Brotherhood strong.
As you look at Indiana, these guys are for real?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're 10-0. So they're number 5 team in the country. Yeah, they're for real.
Do you see it in your kids? Because this is a trip to Indy.
Yeah, well, it's been like that for a couple of weeks, even going back 2-3 weeks. I mean, once we got to that, that bye week, after the first loss, we knew that the playoff started then. And it's the same thing this week. You have to win this game in order to get to Indy. So, this is an important part of the rest of our, for an opportunity to reach our goals. We know one of our goals is to win the Big Ten championship, and you have to win this game in order to have an opportunity to do that.
One of the cool things that you guys do is you walk from St. John Arena into the stadium, and as you go in, you grab a Buckeye. Talk a little about that tradition.
Yeah. When when we do our walk now, the bus takes us from downtown and takes us through campus a little bit, and we're able to see some of the fans, some of the students as we drive through, which is sort of a new thing for us, which was great. It's good for our guys to see some of the students, and they're yelling at the bus and all that. And then we get dropped off right there on the corner and then walk into St. John's Arena and do the skull session, which is always great. And for the people who get up early when there's a noon kickoff to get into the skull session, we appreciate that, because it's before 10 in the morning, but you get an opportunity to listen to the best damn band in the land, then you get the chance to see the best damn team in the land. And we appreciate the best damn fans in the land, and that's kind of where we do that. And then we walk into the stadium, and right before you go into the stadium, one of the ushers in red coats give you a Buckeye. And as we know, having a Buckeye is always good luck in the state of Ohio. And I try to give a few of those Buckeyes out to a couple, younger fans in the crowd before the game. And, I know people are impressionable when they're at a young age. And so I try to do that to a few of the, the younger fans, some of the kids, before the game, to make sure they know how much we appreciate it and how it should be everybody's dream to run out of the tunnel at Ohio State.
You have said since the beginning of the week, the fans are going to be important this week.
Yeah.
This is a matchup game. You think it goes to the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I mean, you don't know, but you have to be ready for it, and that's just it's a top 5 matchup, so we're going to do everything we can to win the game. But yeah, we're looking for, just an angry crowd, a nasty crowd, a backed up against their wall kind of crowd, because that's the kind of team that's we're going to be like on Saturday.
Last couple things. If you look at where this football team is now, the adversity and everything, what's the family like right now?
Yeah, strong. Brotherhood strong. Team strong. These guys, their care for each other strong, and they know what they need to get done. And you work your whole off season, to get to this moment right here. Now it's time to go play.
Last thing, you see it in the kids' eyes, the fire.
Yeah.
You want the hair on fire, you talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. I mean, this is where you got to go now, and it's time to go. And so the thing for a lot of these guys is they've been here before. You know, I think that's important to know when you're young and you get into November. Sometimes, you know, when the weather starts to change, you know, you can start to fray a little bit. But these guys have been there before. They know how important it is to get their rest this time of the year. They know they got to be at their best, and everything matters in November.